considerable debt to the East Timorese, which goes back to World War II. And that's one of the reasons why it was an agonising situation for Australia. I would agree with you that it was somewhat, the East Timorese were probably seen as expendable by some of the hard-nosed major power brokers, if you like.
More than a year before the invasion took place, we did know that an organisation had been formed which was designed to bring about the integration of East Timor regardless of the wishes of the people. It was actually part of the operations of this Operasi Komodo, this subversive operation set up in late 1974.
In October 1974, this man, General Benny Madani, launched a conspiracy with 3 other generals close to Suharto. It was Operation Komodo. The objective was to destroy East Timor's growing independence movement, which had produced 3 political groups and promised a flourishing democracy. In January 1975, the main nationalist party, Fretilin, and its more conservative opponents, UDT, formed a coalition which had one aim: independence. But Indonesian agents infiltrated the coalition, undermining it and finally destroying it. This led to civil war. By now, the Portuguese had stepped aside. After 2 weeks of fighting, which had cost an estimated 1,500 lives, Fretilin emerged the clear winner and commanded the support of the majority of the population.
They readily recognised and repeatedly told me that they must have the Portuguese come back and continue with decolonisation. When the Indonesians began their military intervention, there was no civil war, there was no contest of Fretilin control in any part of East Timor. That was a lie that kept coming out from Jakarta. It was actually part of the operations of this Operasi Komodo.
The small nation was left to defend itself completely on its own. Western intelligence knew in advance every move the Indonesians made through a top-secret monitoring base near Darwin. On September the 4th, the CIA reported to Washington, 2 Indonesian Special Forces groups have entered Portuguese Timor, and on September the 17th, Jakarta is now sending guerrillas to provoke incidents that provide an excuse to invade.
We are appealing not only to Australia but to all democratic forces